Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a deep dive that's, well, it's a little different.
It is, yeah.
We're going to be taking a look at a YouTube video.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Charles Okocha.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Official video.
All right.
Have you seen this one?
Oh, yeah, I've seen this.
That's like high energy,
Very high energy.
catchy,
Yeah.
lots of dancing and stuff, but
Yeah, but there's actually, I think, a lot we can dig into with this video.
yeah, you wouldn't think that just on the surface.
Right, exactly.
Right. Like just watching it, you think it's simple.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to find that even a viral music video can be a lot deeper than you think.
Absolutely.
So are you ready to decode this thing?
I'm ready.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So one of the first things that jumps out to me is that there is a lot of repetition, like in the lyrics and even in the dance moves.
Yeah, and I think that's a really important thing to look at.
Yeah.
You know, like at first you might think, oh, it's just repetitive to be catchy or whatever. But repetition can be used for other things. Like think about like tribal dances or something like that, where like you have these repeated movements and they serve a purpose.
Oh, interesting.
They're not just random. They actually are telling a story, or they're connecting people.
Okay.
They're creating a sense of belonging, a sense of shared experience.
Wow, that's fascinating.
And so I think that's something that this music video is tapping into as well with this repetition.
So like it's kind of like a modern day ritual in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like it's trying to bring people together in this online space through these shared movements and lyrics.
That's so cool. I love that. And speaking of the lyrics, there's that core phrase that just keeps coming back.
Yeah.
Are you phenomenal? I am phenomenal.
Right.
And it really does feel like a call and response.
It does.
You know, like it's asking you to join in and to say it back.
Right.
And it's so intriguing. Like, what does phenomenal really mean in this context?
Yeah, that's a great question.
You know, is it about like achieving great things, or is it more about like an internal feeling, you know?
Yeah, I think that's something that, it's up for interpretation.
Okay.
But if we look at the visuals, one thing that we see is these very deliberate movements, like to the right, to the left, going low.
Okay.
And I think, these movements could be seen as a metaphor for life,
Okay.
Like facing challenges, overcoming obstacles, and then rising up, in celebration. So maybe phenomenal here represents that journey of resilience, of proving yourself and coming out on top.
Oh, I like that. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It's like those moves are showing us how to navigate life's ups and downs.
Yeah.
And then there's that feeling of like, hey, I did it. I'm phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, you made it through you.
Okay, but what about some of the language used in this video? Like there's the word like, the N-word,
Right.
and then the phrase, we run the show.
Right.
And, I think these are words and phrases that can be interpreted in a lot of different ways by different people.
Definitely.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think it's crucial to consider, the artist's intent, the cultural background this music comes from.
Yeah.
These words carry a lot of weight.
For sure.
And their meaning can shift depending on who's using them and who's listening.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me think about how language can be so complex, right? Like one word can mean one thing to one person and something completely different to another.
Exactly.
And it's all happening within this music video, which on the surface seems pretty straightforward.
Right. Yeah, it might seem like, oh, this is just a simple, dance video.
Right.
But when you start to dig into the layers, there's a lot more going on.
Absolutely. And that leads me to, I guess, another thought. Could the video's simplicity actually be its secret weapon in a way?
That's interesting.
You know what I mean? Like, think about how those repetitive moves and the lyrics get stuck in your head.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what makes it so catchy and memorable.
Right. It's very effective.
Right. So we've got this blend of repetition, strong imagery, and then also some really thought-provoking language.
Yeah.
And it's all working together to create something that's more than just a catchy tune.
Yeah.
It's like a whole experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. So basically what you're saying is this video is an invitation to think critically.
It is, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, what does phenomenal mean to you?
Yeah.
How do you connect with the visuals? How do you connect with the language?
Right.
And there's no one right answer.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this whole deep dive so fascinating.
Exactly.
I love that. This deep dive has given me like a whole new perspective on this video.
Cool.
I'm definitely going to rewatch it with fresh eyes.
Yeah. I encourage everyone to do the same.
And for anyone listening, we encourage you to do the same. Yeah.
Don't just passively watch. Engage with it. Question it.
Right.
see what you discover, you know?
There's always more to find. Who knew a simple music video could spark so much thought, right?
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We'll see you next time.
See you then.
Bye.